It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
His first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run with Hines.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Bridgewater able to get this to Thomas, his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Panthers.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Ties the game at
extra
7.
point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Loves the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Panther
took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Bridgewater's
the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Gain of 19 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
On the handoff.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Taking a shot, and this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Strowman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
14-yard line. That's the end of the
second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Haskins to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
At the 4-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. to throw again. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in the field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Panthers.
First down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Taken down by Reuben Foster. 8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down by Reuben Foster.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action now. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Bridgewater going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
28.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 16, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bridgewater again. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Washington.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
36-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets them 8.
And 2 at the 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
What we got? Right there.
This is Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hines. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
first down, Carolina.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Haskins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Washington 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And got his man complete. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Haskins will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Push him back. Push him back. What?
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game.